Hey, everybody. We're back here Tuesday, April 27th, here at Sharp Dog Sports. Uh, Man, we're hot. Split the premiums yesterday, but your boy got that Braves Colt. They weren't going to let me. Uh, they going to make me sweat it out all damn night. In the first, in the seventh, tried to put down the remote, change the channel 3 or 4 times. I just kept being like, well, let me just take a peek. One score game, tied up, So Charlie had a good game, man. He had a good game. Gave up 2 hits. Just unfortunately, one of those hits was a grand slam. But a win's a win. Split the premiums yesterday, Colt. You can talk about that Yankees game. You're sweating that one out on the other side.
Yeah. I mean, I've had the Braves game on TV and the Yankees game on my phone, and I don't think I ever looked at the TV, and all I saw was strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. And then in the eighth, whenever I thought we had a chance, Judge's dumbass gets thrown out at third to make the third out of the inning before LeMahieu's trotting over to home plate, doesn't score in time. So we make the third out of third. They take a run off the board, and that was the moment I knew that I just dug my own grave. And man, the Yankees are just dead to me. They're just a bad baseball team. I mean, honestly, even Stanton is hitting like 168 this year. It's like, but even I'm a little concerned about throwing to Stanton. Besides him, LeMahieu, and Judge, there's not one person in that lineup that is worth a shit. And they proved it to me last night. I'm sure the Yankees are going to come back at some point in time, and I'll pick them again. But it's going to be a cold day in hell before I do it in May.
Right. You just need some distance at this point. You know who's dead to me would probably be Aaron Boone. And we talked about this, putting that Odor or whatever his last name is at the 4 spot. He sucks.
Yeah.
He's terrible.
Yeah, and then he goes out and argues with the umpire about that run that didn't count because they took it off the board for LeMahieu. It's like, go argue with your third base coach for not stopping Judge from coming to third, and it doesn't matter. I mean, it's the short ball to left field. Yeah, I mean, just brutal.
It's behind us. It's behind us. I like where we're at today. It's behind us. We split the premiums. We're going to get back on track today. Start off with my lean here, and I like it. We're going to the Mets Boston Red Sox game. I know what you're going to say. Red Sox are red hot. No way in hell. I dare you to bet the Red Sox. I'm going to take Mets money line today, minus 140-ish, probably around minus 142 is what I bought it for early this morning. But I'm not just going to give you that. I'm going to test my hot hand. I'm in the corner, posted up, pass it to me. I'll keep shooting until I miss. I'm going to make you come out and guard me. I'm going to take the Mets money line. I'm going to parlay it with the under. I'm going to tell you a little couple reasons why. Money line, Mets are 6-2 at home straight up. 4-2 is the home favorite. The under is 2-4 after a win, coming off of a win. And as the home team, it's 1-6, and with a day off, it's 1-2. So the trends are against the under. I like the Mets. They've invested in their ball club. I just can't support Boston. Everybody preseason had them under 500 by 10, 15 games. I just can't support a team that's, out kicking their coverage right now. I'm going to fade it. As I would say, fade the public today. Give me the Mets money line and the under 8.5 parlay. Bet them individually. I don't care. They're probably all going to win.
Yeah. Like you said, when you look at these two teams individually, the Red Sox are hot, but they certainly are not hot away. Give me the Mets. Give me the guy. They've been good at home. Their lineup's starting to heat up, and I like it. I mean, I like the
Lindor's due. He's due. I think he has a good game today.
He's due, and that underline stinks. But the more I looked at it, the better it smells. So the way we were talking about it. So it's to your point. I like the Mets. I don't know which one I like more. I may have talked myself into liking that under bet more. You see these two guys on the mound with six plus ERAs, but on the road, Richards has actually been pretty good. The Mets guys been really good at home. So when you dissect it and you break it down, you look at the trends and you don't just take that first glance stupid over bet. You really start to see, I think, that the under's the play. Yeah. So I like what both those plays, and I think if the under hits, that helps the Mets win. So I like that. I'm gonna be leaning pretty strong today with my Nationals. I spent 7 years in Washington watching that ball club just do Max Scherzer wrong game in and game out. I mean, my God, the guy had a 2.0 ERA one year, maybe got 10 wins because the Nationals just cannot score when he's on the mound. I mean, I can't believe he hasn't left town yet just for the sole sake of apparently people leave their bats at home when he comes to the ballpark to pitch. And today's line is a little fishy to me on the fact that the over-under in that game is 8.5. And I know for a fact the Blue Jays, who are hitting 225 on the year, aren't going to scratch more than 3 runs across the plate on Max Scherzer. That's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin, telling you about how bad the Nats are when Max Scherzer's pitching. The last 3 games, they've scored 3 runs, 1 run, and 1 run. So if they take all those runs and combine them together in one game and score 5, I still don't care because I don't think the Blue Jays can score 4. So I'll be playing the under on that. Both those teams have started off the season with strong under trends. And 21 games, the unders cashed 15 times for the Blue Jays, a little over 71%. And in 19 games, the unders cashed in 13 of the Nationals games, right at about 70%. So I'm going to take that under, and I'm going to lean so hard on it that I may fall down. I like that under.
Yeah, they ain't a ball club in baseball that's scared of that Nationals lineup. I'm gonna tell you right now. And that over under at 8.5, they better give them damn metal bats if they think this thing's going over. I don't know. I don't see how in the world. No chance. It stinks so bad we can't put it as a premium, but we're gonna lean so hard we fall down, as Colt said. So we're both on that one. I like it. Scherzer's a stud, as we know, and nobody's scared of that Nats batting lineup. But man, right to the premium. Early this morning, Colt texted me. He wanted the ball in his hand. He said, Coach, give it to me. We need a win. I'm going to give it to us, Colt. Let them know what it is. I dare you. I dare you to fade us.
I went out and I found the stinkiest, smelliest line I could find on the board today. And that line was the Golden State Dallas Mavericks over under 224.5. And you sit there and you look at that and you're like, this is the NBA. They score 230, 240 points all the time. The Mavericks have Luka Doncic. The Warriors have Steph Curry. Everybody loves watching those guys shoot threes and make score points. Give me the over. Wrong. Give me the under. Yeah, sure, these two teams scored 266 points and 263 points the first 2 times they played. Then why the hell is the line 224.5, you might ask? It's because these teams are premium under teams. Even though it doesn't feel like it when you think about the teams and the star players and the fact they score points, the rest of the teams don't. Steph scores 50 points shooting 50 times. That doesn't leave very many shots left to go around.
Yep.
Golden State has the under has hit the most percentage of their games of any team in the NBA. It's about 60%, and Dallas has hit the second most or the third most in the league at 58%. And what's even more enticing about the under is now that we're getting down to the end of this, these teams are both fighting for positioning for the playoffs. The Warriors are trying to make sure they get into the playing tournament. Dallas is trying to make sure they stay out of it. And over the last 10 games, when they've been playing other teams who are also in contention, both these teams are seeing their totals be in the 205 to 220 range and hardly ever getting over that 220 number. And I don't think we see it go over that tonight. So I definitely think we're going to clear this by about 4.5 points. I'll take the under. It stinks. It smells so bad, but it's going to taste so good. And I hope the bookie looks at my bet and laughs when he sees it come in because he's not going to be laughing later.
Yeah, I hope he laughs so hard that he doubles down and bets the over. I dare him to. Yeah, I like the under, Cole. I think 224.5, we're getting a bargain there. I could see this thing getting bought down tremendously later in the day. But, yeah, that's a stinky play, and I love it. I love it. So we're going to do a little recap. Got Mets money line just to get the record straight. Mets money line minus 142. Just to check my hot hand, I did a little parlay, a little frosty. Wendy's frosty, little $5 parlay. Mets money line and under 8.5. Go ahead, Cole.
I'm leaning with the Nationals Blue Jays under 8.5 for every reason we've told you, plus 5 more I'll think of before first pitch. Yeah. And then premium bang your bookie's wife play tonight is the under 224.5 in the Golden State Warriors basketball game. You heard it here first.
Yep. It's over, baby. Give it to us. I dare you to fade us. Sharp Dog Sports.